turn my phones up a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna die. Wow. Can we just drink this? Oh my God.
Take a sip.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Good.
Okay, what am I setting? What are you setting?
It's not liquid ass.
It's not liquid ass.
It's not
You
liquid
did
ass.
that.
Testing.
What's going on? What's going on? It's like, this fucking ninja's fucking trying to kill me. He's like, that's the knife sharpener guy. I'm like, oh, he's trying to...
Oh, it's so deep.
Have a sense of humor. Good laugh does more for the stomach muscles than 5-minute setting up exercises.
Guys, I better not get fired for this.
The most entertaining and offensive show around. Out of the Baldwinsville CrossFit Studios in the Average Joe's Entertainment Complex. It's Bourbon and Barbells.
All right, Bourbon and Barbells, episode 16.
16.
Wow, we've been doing this
So I
for
have some
4 months.
people complaining that they don't know who's who. So I'm Joe Jabadoo. This is Ben Slobby Dobby Ding Dong. And this is Newman.
That's it. This is new.
No.
Hello, Newman.
This is great. I love it. This is fun.
So let's start off with some Turbo Team.
You and they say you're not part of the Turbo Team. Don't run.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I don't know.
Getting a little weak.
Is it getting weak?
I just grabbed one from the cabinet. The one on the desk is pretty weak too.
You got to shake it up. It's getting used.
Yeah, I think. It's
So you get a
still
chance,
there.
click
Get in
on,
there.
click on the link and
It's still there.
check out our buddy's Java Burn.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Money back guarantee, you get nothing to lose but some weight. So give them a try.
Yeah, I forgot. I got to order mine tonight. I'm definitely going to be ordering mine.
So we all got lucky because we had a punishment coming. Some rotten fish, but it's not going to be here till Thursday. So
Are you going
look forward to that next week.
Are you, Joe? You're going to give some more information though on that?
So there was another fuck up. So we got to punish ourselves.
Wait, what was the fuck up?
Well, Newman touched the camera.
it was a cord. It was a cord. It was a cord.
And I had to
One
spend
cord.
12 hours syncing up audio. So
And we didn't see Joe for a few days. I'm like, I was all excited to see Joe, and he looked at me with his eyes. I'm like, what? He's like, no one told you what happened. I'm like, no, I don't know anything. He gave me the. I'm like, starting to get in my car and leave. I'm like, I'm not doing. 12 hours he spent trying to sync up.
I can't wait to go buy my new pair of Metcons. Fuck you, Jen.
Oh yeah, Jen bought herself a new pair of shoes.
You know, I'm told to keep secrets, right? You told me not to tell Newman. I didn't tell Newman. Jen told me not to tell you. Jen tells you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She tried. She told him today to get him going right before the show.
Yeah, right before the show, I was like, all right, you do that.
Oh my god.
So that brings me to my first point. Don't you love it when a woman says, "I'm fine"?
Oh, that's a cuss word in my language.
She is not fine.
I just heard that. I just heard it. An hour and a half ago. I've been on the phone trying to repair whatever I did.
But it's
I don't
fine.
know what I did. I'm fine.
It's fine. No,
it's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Well,
Don't
you're gonna
worry
replace her with a VR headset.
about it. Joe has this brand new VR headset. I just put it on for the first time, which I've never really. I had like the cheesy generic VRs, which don't add up to this. This is some real legit shit. I was only on it for a couple minutes. First off, open it up and it's right into porn. It's epic, and you're in it. You're in the porn, and guess what?
Yeah, you're getting herpes.
Yes, I got VR herpes. I'm itchy. My ears are itchy.
It is insane. There's like you are in that scene.
So you can hear it too.
Oh yeah, but like you're like the guy. So you look around the room.
Oh, so it's POV.
look at all her up and down and
No, she was giving me a.
can't even talk.
Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. It was epic.
It was so real.
There was a room full of people. I almost reached down and grabbed myself. It was it was so difficult not to do so. But wow, this changes porn. Legit changes porn. I'm buying mine tonight. I'm downloading it full of porn. And guess what? I want to beat the shit out of that sink this week with some VR glasses.
Well, there's tons of stuff. I had a rowing game on there that I'm going to try out, golf. But even watch this podcast, we're like 10 feet tall.
What? No way.
Yeah, like it's pretty.
So it's full Wi-Fi capable. You can download.
Oh,
it?
it's sick.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You have to go
Okay.
into this world. We have to go into this world and check this out because it's unreal. And I was only there for 5 minutes. I was playing some game, and my hands Like your VR, your hand, you're holding on the controller, but my hand was opening and closing.
Oh, okay.
To open a door. I'd opened a door and walked through a door. I walked into the big gigantic fan on the side of the room. But if you're into this for like I was in it for about 5 minutes, you start to feel like you're really there, and it's unbelievable. I cannot wait to get my own or
It's
take
called-
Joe's home.
What's it called? The Oculus?
Yeah, it's the Oculus. I mean, I got that used, but still for $100. Can't beat it for $100.
Joe, tell the
Those things
story.
are like 500
Tell the story about what your daughter did. Joe's daughter. Joe didn't know how to pronounce what it was, and she's like, "Dad, you're old."
Oh yeah, well I didn't know what the fuck it was. I was calling the Quest or something like that.
Quest. She's like, "No, Dad, that's not
It's
what
like,
it
no, you're such a boomer.
is." You're such a boomer.
Oculus. I was like, no, it's not. And she says it right across the front of it. Oculus.
yeah.
We're not boomers, Emily.
We're old.
We're Gen X.
Gen X.
So, I was listening. You ever see the news network OAN? It's way conservative right. Like, gays are
Bad.
bad. Like, they don't even care. Like, yeah, they're the spawn of the devil. Like all this shit.
Wow.
But there's a college, I think it was in Michigan, where this girl got this kid in trouble because he said, "Oh, did you lose weight?" And she got offended because she said that he's implying that she was fat.
Oh my God.
Now you can't even compliment.
No.
Dude,
Wow.
Did you lose weight?
This is the world we live in right now. You can't say anything. You cannot say anything. You have to watch how you say it, even the way you look at people.
You know, I kind of am going through something like this with our school district. All right, for starters, our mascot's called the Warriors, but it looks like a fucking Spartan warrior. And per the email that was sent out, it says, we're fine with the logo image, but we want to change the name, and we're looking for suggestions.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous because
God.
clearly by looking at the logo, it's not a fucking indigenous person.
They're going
So-
to be the butterflies.
Yeah.
Snowflakes.
Snowflakes. They're everywhere. You can't say don't. You just said snowflake.
Because nobody says no. Nobody says no.
Don't say snowflake.
What
You're
bothered me
also-
the most though was the email specifically said keyword stakeholders are very are interested in pushing this along. What kind of stakeholders are in a public school?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
What, the PTA?
Yeah, I'm sorry, mom and dad who've
Yes.
got the most money, who donate to the most
Exactly.
programs.
The
Yeah.
biggest pocket saying something.
Trying to make themselves feel better.
I think it's ignorant. I think it's
Unbelievable.
very
But you
ignorant.
can't see. But saying that, you can't say that either. We can't have an opinion. You
Well,
have to
it's
just
like-
agree and smile.
Like
No,
the dumbest ever with the Washington Commanders. No.
Now I saw a spoof. I think it's a spoof. I don't know if it's real. They said something on some thread said they reached 20,000 petitions and that they're bringing it back to the Redskins. That's probably wrong though.
They'll never let it come back to the Redskins because that
'Cause
just
they already
offends
won, right?
everything.
They
That
already
offends
won.
everybody. You have to like jump through.
What's the only college left? The Seminoles, right? Didn't the
Yeah.
Seminole Indians like say no? That's our college. We want that.
Well, plus it's Florida State, so they don't give a fuck. Probably.
Yeah, it's Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the least of their
Fuck you,
problems.
snowflakes. We melt you, bitches.
Fuck you, snowflakes.
You know,
my God.
Redskins, I guess I could see, but like that, like the Warriors, like that's I don't know.
Well, no. Well, can I say something quickly? So I went on a tour this like a month because all my kids on my school year was ending, and I said, what is one thing everybody wants as kind of the end of the year gift? And everybody raised their hand and said they want a Cracker Jacks. And I'm like, that's cool. I'll go find them.
Gay ass kids.
Guess what? No, listen, but guess what? There's no such thing. Cracker Jacks have now been replaced with Cracker Jills, and you can buy them everywhere.
up.
No way.
Yes, they have. I went into a Target today to look for something, and there are a whole display of Cracker Jills. It's been changed because Cracker Jack was referencing a male, and it makes no sense that it was just the.
Wait,
that
you
o-
said Target?
Target had
That's
it.
all we need to
Of
know.
course.
That's all we need to know.
What was it right next to the
What's
pouch?
this news station called? Q&O or
OAN.
OAN?
It is way right.
Where'd you? Is this on like YouTube or something?
No, it was like street. I was looking for the news and was just scrolling through on the Amazon on the Prime and that popped up and I was like shocked at the shit they were saying.
I'm gonna go on that tonight and just listen to it.
Oh,
I'll be
and to
offended.
I agree with that.
I'm offended.
the complaint I got about my story about the little person.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of like, how would you feel if it was your daughter or whatever? Well, that ain't happening for one thing. I got good genes, but
Oh my God.
I know you're a little person because it was all misspelled and everything from the little fucking sausages trying to type.
Little thick fingers.
But-
Oh my God. You can't
That
say
was-
that. We're in so much trouble. You can't say that either. What do you say? How do you say it? You can't say little fat fingers. You can't say hot dog fingers. What can you say? Like your fingers? I guess they're just fingers.
Stunted digits.
You stunted digits.
Oh, God.
Your mom drank when she was pregnant?
Nubs. Can't say this.
Well, short people, right? What about this new Dallas Cowboys running back who's 5'5"? I don't know. His name is Deuce.
Deuce?
Yeah, I've taken shits bigger than him. And I'm not joking. His name is
Double
Deuce. Deuce something.
5'5". Wow, that's.
He's 5'5". He's literally half the.
Well, I'll tell you, when Doug Flutie played for the Bills, they said he was 5'9". I saw him at the fucking mall. He had like the big '80s feathered hairdo. Maybe with that hairdo, he was 5'6". He was a tiny man. But
Really?
Flutie Flakes.
Flutie Flakes.
So I'm very excited though about our sponsor this week.
Oh, God.
They, I guess, are big fans of ours.
Hope they like bourbon.
Sarah Dusky Hypnosis Therapy for Battered Husbands. Does your wife make fun of your metrosexual tendencies? Spray you with water if you sit on the wrong couch like you're a cat. Always telling you she didn't sign up for this roller coaster ride. Sarah Dusky will give you back your balls. One 30-minute session will make you never have to say, "You just wait," under your breath again. Sarah's relentless unpleasant demeanor will bring out your inner Bruce Jenner. Sarah's not a miracle worker, though. Pussy Shoulders will take multiple sessions. Order now and receive the book, How to Parent That Special Child, and a bacon-scented candle.
So I have a feeling that, so I definitely order now her sessions because I'm sure it's going to get booked.
Phil, right up
Especially
quick.
for those pussy shoulders.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a miracle.
Oh, God. She's going to be
At
calling.
least no old man shuffle this week.
I've been working on it. Time out. I've been working on the old man shuffle. Okay, I've been opening up my legs, opening on my walks, on my long walk runs. I did a lot of walk running this week.
Yeah, are you digressing? What's up?
No. I got a weird little rug burn. What are they called with your the back of your heel when it gets skin gets ripped
blister?
off? Oh, it's horrible.
You got a blister.
But it's absolutely horrible. Like ripped off 5 layers of skin. Like I can't even walk.
Oh, the other thing I heard on that show. So there's a new thing for transgender grandpas. They're called transpa.
Transpose?
Yeah.
I'm over it. I don't even care.
So
No, that's too far.
I can't. I'm gonna have Corbin call my dad that.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. So I gotta just say it again. I'm gonna name.
Senior, you gotta knock him out.
I don't want to name drop the store, but I'm not gonna. But I was walking in the store today, and this gigantic football player of a woman walked at me, and his mustache was like, I had a second and third look, and he knew I looked the third time. I'm not offended by anybody. You be you. But it just shook me because I was like, it was like, don't ask me. I don't need help.
You gotta see
look down.
one of these thems at Tiki. About 6 foot, looks like Apollo Creed,
Oh my!
but in a dress.
What?
Every time
Carl Withers, the fucking jawline.
I try to arm wrestle her every time, but
Oh God, man! I want to see that.
thumb wrestle that clit, whatever she got down there, whatever's left.
Sir, can I shake your wiener? I mean, and
Want to have a pissing contest?
yes.
So the one subject I want to get on this week was disciplining your kids, like how we were disciplined compared to even like me, my kids. Like that was a different generation now. Like how you guys discipline your kids.
It's completely different. We talk. It's
We had a
completely
little
different.
conversation about this today.
Yeah, we talked about this today, and it's intense because in my day, when I was 8 years old, you got smashed. You didn't get talked to. There was no, we'll talk about it later. You got literally smashed. My mother would pick up anything and hit you with it. Like, I got hit once with a fishing. We were going fishing. She took the fishing pole and put it in 2 pieces and rocked us with it. You ever hit with a fishing pole? I still have marks on my skin. And you know what she did? She didn't care. She said, "Cry, little pussy," and she did. My mother had this thing called knuckles up.
Did she hit you in the shoulder?
No. No, my mother had this thing, she called it knuckles up. And knuckles up meant our knuckles went onto the wall, and if you moved your knuckles, you're getting 3 no matter what. But if you moved your knuckles, you got 3 more. And if you cried, you got 3 more. If you talked back, you got 3 more. So you had to take 3. She'd rock you in the back of the calf.
Like a fucking nun?
Oh, dude, she was fucking Nazi. She didn't give a shit. She'd take 2 pulls off her schnapps and rock us. It was the 80s. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She'll say this to this day. I never hit you. I'm like, you did. You did all the time. It was okay. It was legal. Because she told us, call the cops. I want you to call the cops, because we'd always threaten that. She said, I'm going to call the cops. She said, call them, because guess what? They're going to drop you off, and then it's going to be a hell of a lot worse, asshole. It's coming worse. But now I feel like every time Norma does something, I'm just like, hey, listen, we're going to talk about this.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk about her
I'm
feelings.
going to drop you off at Grandma Sue's house.
Well, with my household, it was always the belt. Like you would just
As
hear
a kid?
Yeah, you would just hear it come off and just know like.
Did your dad wear one of those buckles, or was it just a standard
It was
belt?
a standard belt, but it would be like your mom all day. Wait till your dad gets home, and you heard that car pull in. You was
Oh, no.
fuck.
So I got having a split household. I got the belt from my dad, and it always hung right from the fucking. There's a nail right next to the front door where he hung his belt. He'd come home, take it off, and hang it there. And he always had this fucking buckle, and like he rode a rodeo, but it was just a standard buckle. It had like a deer on it or something.
Yeah.
But he would always change out the buckle. And if you fucked up, you got the belt. The worst part is if my sister fucked up and she got the belt, my sister would make it a point for me to get the belt when my dad was gone. But my dad, he would double it up, the standard.
Oh yeah.
But my sister would just haul off like a bullwhip. Whack!
Oh, my God.
But my mom would just open hand me. She would just fucking crack me.
Because it was allowed. Because it was allowed.
Yeah, but I think it worked though.
Yeah,
It did.
No, yeah.
I was afraid to fuck up. Are you kidding me? You didn't want to get rocked. You didn't want to get your knuckles smashed up, your face knocked in. She didn't give. It was like old school fighting. Like she just walked in and knocked you one.
Just that's not normal. What you went through, that's not normal.
No, it's not. Oh, it never felt normal. I try to explain this to Norman, and he'll be my son. And he's like,
It's
"Dad."
funny though. Like she's thinking like you cry and you're gonna get more, and you think that would have toughened them up. But
What? Pretty tough. Wait, I have a few moments. Okay, we're all allowed to have a few moments in our life. I have a few every day, but it's
I
okay.
can't wait till you fall in a box.
No, don't fall in a box.
It's gonna be
please
so
don't.
great.
I almost happened the other day, and that's why I started walking. I was off. It was dizzy. I was dizzy. It was. I'm not ready for it. I've seen it happen too many times where they've rocked their shins, and no.
But if you ever had a stepdad, sometimes the ass whippings are a little extra special, coupled with some derogatory language towards a child who's 8 or 9.
Really?
Like
Stepdad was really mean to you.
Yeah, he was a Vietnam survivor.
Oh,
and
no.
He had some fucking screws loose and he couldn't handle his alcohol. But yeah, nothing like a firm, full-on punch to the fucking chest and then be called a, well, in the spirit of what we talked about, it would just be called a fucking faggot as an 8-year-old boy. That was always fun.
And getting
As I'm getting
rocked
my
in the
ass
chest.
kicked or
Oh.
a basketball chucked at my
Well,
head because
I-
I accidentally got in his way.
I had a stepdad that wanted to just beat my ass, and I would just be like, "Touch me, my dad will be here in 2 seconds," and he just back right the fuck off. Like,
Yeah, I don't think I'd be messing with your dad, Joe. I'm sorry. I want to see your dad. in
Yeah,
action.
senior, I'd like to have him in my corner.
Yeah, the stories I've heard. Sorry, but yeah, I want him in my corner all day.
yeah.
Today, like right now, I do. Like,
I don't know if he has the stamina anymore, but I'm sure he can still get a couple
my
punches
God.
in.
I don't
That's it.
know.
You
He
just
needs
gotta
like,
have one or two.
a base runner.
I don't
a
know.
bench runner.
I don't know. I've seen the look
I'm not
in his
laughing at you,
eyes.
senior, but I heard that joke at the bar before.
I'm sorry, but I've seen him sitting at the bar. The look in his eye, no, he's got it. There's fire there. Like he's ready to go. I'm sorry. I want to see it. I do. I want to see it. Not
when
at me though.
When
Not
I,
directed
when
at
I
me.
bought the bar, I found Jeff's the Bard list, and number 1 on the list was my dad, and then followed by 3 of my cousins.
There were
What,
bars.
of like who?
Like Bard, the Goulds. So it was my dad number 1, circled exclamation points.
Or like who to make sure he gets service or
No, they're
it was
Bard.
Bard.
Oh, Bard.
They can't come in.
And I was here when he got Bard. I lived down the road, and I'll never forget his All-Star home in Derby, and he took on 3 guys, and he just told me, run. And I just ran. He came home 20 minutes later, and nothing on him. And I was like, what happened? He's like, that guy with long hair. He wished he didn't have long hair.
He just told you to run, Joe. So
Yeah.
wow.
The good old days.
You could do all that stuff in the good old days.
Yeah, in the
Can't do
80s
that
and
now.
90s, yeah.
Can't do any of that now.
No, and then you'd be fine afterwards. Now it's just these punks nowadays. Just
Well, they can't
Pussies.
even fight. They pull out guns.
They come in, kick in the face when you're down, or one of their buddies.
Oh yeah,
They come in deep. They don't come in by themselves. No one can fight on their own. They're all tough guys. Everybody's a tough guy. And I say that all the time, especially I'm not a tough guy. And I'll start that with I'm not a tough guy. I'm not going to fight you the way you want to fight, though. So I'm not going to get on my phone and fight you. Okay, I'm going to drag you into the bathroom. I'm going to lick your forehead. I'm going to put my fingers in your asshole. That's how shit's going to happen. You're going to leave, and you're going to say, guess what that guy did to me at Average Joe's? He put his fingers in me. I'm never going there again.
You ever see that video, the prank where the guy starts fights on the street and then he just rips his clothes off? He's in the Speedo.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody will fight him. They all run away from him. He'll go up
The biggest-
black guy.
Yeah.
And He's like, the guy's like, what? Gets his face. He just rips all his clothes off. He's got a little like banana hammock on. And the guy's like, what the fuck? And he runs away.
He's running after him. The guy's running faster. It's funny.
You want a piece of me? That would be great.
You're not going to fight a guy that takes his pants off. I'm sorry. You're not doing it. The toughest guy in the room is not going to fight that guy.
Yeah, you don't want other dick on you. You know, this is like no.
No.
That would be great.
I've been in this.
Well, then if he does fight you, you're like, I'm getting my ass beaten. This
And my dick, my dick's gonna be out.
Yeah.
Don't hit me in the dick, sir.
I got gravel in my asshole.
Oh, God.
So
Seriously.
to go back on this discipline thing, so do you guys think it's effective with the whole timeout system and?
A timeout is not effective.
No.
I do I do explore that opportunity sometimes when I need a moment of just like get the hell away from me. But I don't know. I take away shit.
We have consequences. Your consequences decide what you're going to do. So the fact is, like, Norman has lost he had a consequence last week. He's lost his iPad for 1 month. And that's one of his favorite things. Now, has he been asking for it since then? Yes, and I have to understand that the consequence is what he decided. He made the decision to do that, and that was his decision, so you're not going to deal with it. And those are what we deal with, and it's not pampering and not giving, like, we can't go the way like, I get mad. Like, I'll raise my voice, but then he'll answer back quickly with, we don't talk to each other that way, which we don't. And I kind of say that every day. Like, we don't talk. I talk to you the way I want you to talk to me, and I don't want you yelling at me, so I'm not going to yell at you. But
That's actually the hardest thing I overcome is yelling, because it being the staple in my childhood, it's the one thing I don't want to do to my kids, and I got it tough because Wesley will yell back at me.
Oh.
But Evelyn, she'll toe the line, and she'll wait, and then she'll say, "Can I have a chance to talk?" And then of course I have to sit there and be like, "Okay, go ahead," because I wasn't expecting that response. She's so calm under pressure that she'll wait for me to have my little moment.
my father wasn't. My father was there, but wasn't there. My parents were divorced since I was 5 years old, and my mother never allowed him to make any disciplinary actions. So she would decide everything. She was the judge. She was the jury. If he came in the house, she would tell him to leave, and it was her way and the highway. That's all the only way it was. Even growing up, even to the day I turned 18, the day that I turned 18, I already had an apartment and my car changed over my name, and I left that day.
I think Newman is marrying his mom.
Oh, that's messed up. She's a saint. Heidi is a saint. If you imply anything that Heidi being like my mother, she's gonna set me on fire. Don't do that.
No, look.
She's listening. I'm dead.
You'll see though when your kids go teenage, like especially you don't have a girl, but Emily, when she went through that moody spell, I couldn't even remember one day I called her a cunt. I was just like,
Oh my God, you did.
It was just like, holy fuck! Like you're laughing one time, and then all of a sudden now you're crying and calling me an awful dad. I was like, you're just a fucking cunt. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh fuck.
Damn it.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have said that.
But honestly, once you say something like that, though, it doesn't come back, and like it's kind of like an icebreaker.
I tried to make like a joke about it. Remember when I called you a cunt? Wasn't that funny?
Remember hot cunt?
now when your boyfriend calls you, it won't sound that bad.
Oh yeah,
Louis KC, right, or whatever his name is, right? He had a little sitcom there on HBO or whatever for a minute, and there was a series where he had an argument with his wife, and he called her a cunt in the argument, and then like she shut down and wouldn't talk to him, and like this story played out through the sitcom, and then like he's sitting there opening up the newspaper, acting like nothing happened. He's like, "Oh, look at this! Breaking news! Every 7 seconds, a man in America calls his wife a cunt."
that is the
so
word.
awesome.
And it just kept going. And it just kept going.
That is the dirtiest word in the book. I've said some really horrible shit, but you don't say that word. I don't care.
No,
that will not come
I
out.
say it so much, it's lost its purpose. I'm kind of pissed.
You
It's
just
lost
use
its
it.
pizzazz.
It's a word. It's a word in the house. Like bread,
And I.
butter, milk, cunt.
Hey, cunts! I'm home.
The British say it all the time.
And the Aussies too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a movie. I don't know what movie I was watching, but they kept saying cunt, and I was laughing. And Heidi comes out of the room, out of nowhere, and goes, "Why do you think that's funny?" I'm like, "Cause he said cunt like 5 times. I don't know why he's even saying it. He's talking to 4 guys calling them cunts, and I'm laughing." And she's like, "Do you really think that's funny?" I'm like, "I do."
But it's the equivalent of us saying pussy.
Seriously,
But that's what instead of calling somebody a pussy, they call them cunt.
a cunt. You're a cunt.
But it is clever. Like when they use it, you're like, I wonder if I should use it like that.
They say it's so good too.
They do.
I've said cunt so many times. I'm going to say it. So at some point, I'm going to say it at home and get yelled at. Thanks, guys. Cunt. It's a funny word. Like, think about it. Cunt. It comes out like really. Rev your tongue.
Oh, just like
rolls off.
just
Cunt.
like fine.
Yeah, fine. Cunt.
Fine.
Sure, cunt. I mean, I did it, cunt.
I'm fine. Okay, let me sit here for an hour now and fucking try to figure out what I did.
Are you sure you're fine, cunt? I can't stop saying cunt. This is great. Oh, man.
I hope you let that slip today.
That's going to happen. It's going to happen. Cunt, going to get some meat.
I'm going to get my VR. Well, they have the attachment that hooks up to your dick and I guess like simulates what's happening.
This is all new to me. Please go on. Yes.
Like that's like simulates what's like happening on screen. So
I can't wait to try that part. So you got to hook it to your dick. Hopefully you don't grab it the wrong way. And just rip it off.
So that thing's got to be Wi-Fi capable too.
Yeah, it's like Bluetooth.
yeah.
Well, you're gonna electrocute yourself at the sink with all this electronics on you.
No, maybe like even your cock attachment has to be
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
it's the Bluetooth or whatever. Yeah.
All I can figure is that I'll be all jacked up, hammered up.
You'll be
my
passed
dick.
out
Well,
in the
here's the
toilet.
worst. You have headphones on, so you won't even know if someone's in the room.
She's gonna fill the tub and push me into it. I'll die in the bathtub. She won't. That's how she's gonna murder me because she's gonna listen to this. Honey, I'm not gonna get a VR to look at porn, but I am. Yes, I am. Cunt. Sorry, I said that. I didn't mean to say that. Dirty word. It's such a. Dirty
Well, because there's no like equivalent they can say to us, like
No.
like what fucker, asshole, like
No, I think I've been driven to the word cunt a couple times where it's like when they punch deep.
what they can say to us, like call us anything that's
I'll tell you a great story though. You're right on that. But so my wife and I, when we were dating, we got our first apartment. We lived on Charles Ave in Solvay, and there was we'll say an interracial couple downstairs, and he was black, she was white, and I remember one day they were arguing as they were pulling in the driveway, and you know when you live on the second story, summer day, windows open, you could just hear them, "Fuck you, fuck this," and they're going back and forth, and then all of a sudden, and you just see him hang his head, and she goes, "That's right, bitch." and my wife and me and Amy were just looking at each other like,
Speak of the cunt.
Wow. Oh my God.
That's for the sneakers.
Oh no.
Well, Jenna, we were just talking about like how if you say cunt enough, it loses all its glamour.
Yeah, you can't say it all the time.
see how she didn't have any pussy shoulders? It just kind of rolled right off.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything at this point. Cunt. That's a funny word, cunt. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go home and say it.
You got to get like a tattoo, but like it kind of looks like it, but it's not.
Hey, Grandpa, what does that say in there? Does it say cunt?
It's like remember
We
those-
need a counter
Remember
for
those
this episode.
remember those pictures that you would stare at and an image will come out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like have that, but like cunt comes out.
Stare at this picture of
Wait,
your
is that the
grandmother.
space shuttle or cunt?
Look deeply in your grandmother's eyes in this picture for about 5 minutes.
The VR though made me puke today. I was doing a space game, and like you're like upside down and everything, and all of a sudden I just lost it.
Yeah, but it really grabs a hold of you, though. I can't wait to try this. I mean, I was only in it for a couple minutes because we were getting set up for the podcast, but I've been looking forward to this all day long because I really am going to go home and buy one of these things, and I don't give a shit how much it costs.
Yeah, because I'm going on vacation and
I'm getting whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm getting one of those cunty VR things, cunt.
Who's our sponsor?
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Java cunt.
Oh, John, cunt, we said that too many times. Oh, my God. This is great.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Now I'm getting in trouble tonight. I know I'm going to say this tonight. Thanks. Love that word now.
For the commercial or for the cunt?
Cunt. The commercial's funny. Cunt's the word's going to get me in trouble. We should get a clicker. We got to watch it back and click how many times we use the
I'm gonna
word.
do that. I'll just have a little counter in the corner.
Just have the word bouncing, and every time we say it, it bounces and a number goes up.
Yes. Oh, my God. That's great. This is awesome.
So I just saw pictures came up on my phone, and the one came up of the Cheaters in the back the day that you played the music for them. The dirt.
Oh,
What was it?
yeah.
You want to tell that story?
Great.
Dancing?
One in the back
Dirty
park?
Dancing.
Oh, the one in the back parking lot?
Yeah, so a lot of nefarious things happen here in the parking lot, we'll say. I've pulled up here on a number of occasions over the last 2 years in operation to find cars randomly parked in the back, and we won't call them squatters, we'll call them cheaters. So they're clearly two people that are rendezvousing in the back parking lot to canoodle. They basically hold hands and they slow dance like it's the fucking 1990s prom, but it's more like junior high.
Are they creepy looking, though?
I don't know. They park far enough away we can't really look at them. So
Like I kind of wish they would fuck. It's like creepy what they do.
it is like junior high. They're
Yeah.
sitting there, hands on their hips, and they're staring
It's
deeply.
not really like a It's not a friendly parking lot. It's kind of a scary parking lot. You're
Well,
not gonna
no,
go-
it's in the middle of the day.
Yeah, they do it in the middle of the daytime. So this happened. This proceeded all summer long, and I remember, I don't know, it was probably like the 20th time.
Well, we would like go running.
Yeah, we were running past them. They didn't even fucking care.
Even
running right past them. In the
Yeah,
parking lot.
because the shuttle run used to be to the woods and back because we were in the other side. So finally, we were like, you know what, let's fuck with them. We had the boombox and we put on the Dirty Dancing song, like
because they were already out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
They were already out there slow dancing. Like to what?
So
I don't know.
We cranked that shit up to level 100.
Yeah.
I stood out in the doorway with that shit over my head, and I just started cranking it.
Yes.
Waving me away. And we're sitting there and none of us gave up. We were just like, yeah.
So they knew you were watching them.
I mean, how could you miss them? We ran past them.
I mean, they're the ones being creepy. They're the ones sitting in a business parking lot dancing in the middle of the day.
But I'll tell you this, and aside from things we've seen in the parking lot, I remember Easter 2022. It was the first year we were in operations here, and I had come in before all the festivities at my house, and I was cleaning the gym, and there's a minivan, like parked right here, right off the back. Clearly, plain as day, there's this woman on top of a man in the driver's seat.
Okay.
And that fucking thing is just jackrabbiting. Bing,
This on Easter?
This is on Easter.
Oh, yeah. There's Easter Sunday.
Here they are. I mean, they're just slamming it right in the driver's seat.
Yes.
And I stood right there with my cell phone and I videoed it so I could send it to Joe and Jared.
Do you have this video? I want to see this.
I'd have to go back in the archives.
Find it.
But I mean, so here I am videoing this thing, and this woman, I mean, like, this guy must have had some great stamina because she
Yeah, I
was
think
just
it
like,
was-
bang, bang, bang,
If I
bang.
remember, I think it was Mark.
What?
The sound guy?
The sound guy.
Probably was. He
If I,
bangs.
if I remember the video,
He slays. Yeah, he slays a lot. I think he bangs him in his parking lot. He bangs him in his van. Like the van will just be
Like-
banging, moving around. It's crazy.
He's a little bigger.
Yeah.
And, the one time I had to go pay him, and he was back there, and there was a lot of flesh. A lot of flesh.
Yeah.
So that reminds me, one time I was taking the garbage out. This is probably like 10 years ago, and there was no light back there. It was really dark, and I get ready to open the dumpster, and I hear some noise, and I look around the corner, and this guy's got this girl bent over, fucking her,
By the dumpster.
like right behind the dumpster.
Yes.
And so
She's a keeper.
he sees me, but she doesn't see me, and I just go like this, thumbs up, and I try to slowly back away, and then like I tripped over a bottle, and she saw, and they just kept going.
Yeah.
Like didn't care.
Shame.
You know, that's a girl. That's a bar girl right
I've
there.
seen that in Oswego. We were driving down, whatever. We left the bars. It was after a Harbor Fest or whatever they have up there. And we're cruising down the road, driving wasted. And there's a guy with this girl's pants are down around her ankles. And this guy's got her by the face, just fucking her face. And
Like on the road, side of the road.
right in front of a house. And we're like, woo! And he puts his hand up and she puts her hand up as he's just like railing her
Oh my
face.
God.
I mean, when you're in the moment.
Well, when Badlands was in the center of town, the big window, that's where the pool table sat in the front window. And I was always wasted, like all the time wasted. And I remember one night I was fucking banging this chick on the pool table, and I got and it's the beautiful ladies, just shoulders, hands in the air, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, all right, we got to go to the back room. I guess we're putting on a show for the front for nobody. Nobody was in town. Now we were doing it. People were cutting through. I mean, there was probably a few people staring at
Who cares?
all this Irishness.
I
that I
might as well
have.
tell this story then. The one time I was talking on my phone in the back of the building, and I look over and I see a guy standing there, and I thought he was just pissing. And he's standing there. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. Then I see a girl stand up in front of him. And I was on the phone with Jen. And then they kiss, and I go, oh, God. And they turn and look and see me with a phone in my hand staring at him. So I go back inside, and here they come inside, and they don't know it was me, though. They just knew it was a person. So I'm talking to her, and I go, hey, it's the bouncer's birthday. You should give him a kiss on the cheek. And so she ran up, gave him a hug, gave him a kiss on the cheek. And I go up to Tim. I was like, hey, Tim, she just blew her boyfriend out in the parking lot.
Oh man!
And then we hired her.
Oh yeah, and then that's when history happens. That's when the pig came out of the pen. The pen. She's the pig that was sucking dick in the parking lot.
Yard pig?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, and it was never the same guy. There was always something new every other time she turned around.
$20 is $20.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, if you remember, we called them the swingers.
Yeah. Oh, that's what when they first came in, they would sit at the bar. They'd kind of look around. They'd look for couples to talk to, and then they would leave with them. Like, you knew they were fucking doing this shit. It was crazy. Like, she looked at me a couple times, and I was like, no way. She was clearly chubby chasing, because I was like, you like fat guys, don't you, you sick fuck.
She was aiming low. Right?
Oh, God, yeah, she was just shooting for anything to fuck her at that point. I mean, her boyfriend had one good tooth in his head. Oh, God, can you imagine that, though? But she literally used to blow this guy all the time. It was like, and he was mean, as abusive mean.
Yeah,
like, he would say
he was-
shit to her, and she would do it anyways. I mean, it was messed up. I feel bad saying this story, but I don't at the same time, because she's a pig. I don't care. Don't edit this either.
That's a 3-letter word.
P-I-G.
Well-
Spelled a different way.
Maybe she can hypnotize herself and not forget all that stuff. So definitely next week, it's going to be an interesting episode.
Oh, my God. I'm
There's
not
definitely
looking
going to
forward
be puking and
Okay, so listen, I'm leaving for vacation next week. Is this going to screw me up for a couple days? I was thinking about that this
Cross your
morning.
fingers.
I mean, this is bad. What's going to happen to us?
So
bad.
is fucking up the audio 3-4 times in a row.
Okay, listen, I get that was pretty bad, but you're gonna get the same punishment, buddy. So get ready.
But I'm willing.
Joe's getting.
I'm not even afraid.
not afraid. Watch the video.
I know.
I played college lacrosse. Okay, I'm not afraid. Do you know what those fucking retards do in the house?
Oh,
Go
I know
to
I'm-
Wegmans and ask for monkfish. Okay, let it sit on the shelf let's sit in your sink for 2 days, and then put in your fingers in it, because it's worse than monkfish. I'm telling you, I've been looking this shit up. We're in trouble. We're in fucking serious trouble. I'm afraid it's going to ruin my vacation.
It's a delicacy.
It's gross. What are you talking about? The guys open the can, throw their brains out of their head. It's opening the can they throw. Opening the can. I'm not putting that anywhere near my mouth. I don't care. I won't be able to make.
I like the character. He's like, it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
I smell worse. And then when he breaks character at the end, he's like, yeah, that shit. Oh God, I know. I'm puking. I already know.
I'm telling you, I have the worst. Even thinking about it, when it gets here and it's in front of me, not even open, I'm going to throw up, because my stomach is so twisted.
I'm just excited about what I'm gonna do with it afterwards.
Yeah, what are you going to do with it
I'm
afterwards?
gonna go in someone's car.
Yeah, put it underneath the driver's seat.
Lock it. I'm not driving that day.
Dude, I remember when I was delivering pizzas like 25 years ago. There was this bartender that was pissing me off, so I put a raw chicken wing underneath her seat.
Oh, God.
And
That's like days long.
she couldn't find it for a couple weeks. She took it to the mechanic because she thought there was something wrong with her car. Like, the exhaust was. The mechanic pulled it out like, this is your problem, a green
What's
chicken
this-
wing.
What's the smelly like Munster? Is that stinky cheese? Munster cheese?
Yeah.
Limburger.
Limburger. They used to do that. We'd go on hunting trips, and they would do that in the groups that would be in. They'd put it underneath the car seat. And
Have you ever smelled Fermunda?
only when I'm down under.
Well, we're eating rotten fish, or fermented.
We're eating it, or we're just smelling it? We're eating it?
Kingpin.
You gotta attempt to eat.
No.
This is gonna be the best episode ever. I can't wait.
You're acting like a cunt.
You might have to be.
Yes, call me a cunt. I know the whole time. I don't care. I will be the cuntiest cunt there. I don't care. I don't want this cunt.
We should have him in the ice bath eating it.
Oh, God.
You're just puking on yourself.
Not in the ice bath. Throwing it again.
Oh, God. God. Can't get it in my mouth. I'm telling you, it's not, I won't make it. It's going to be. We have to make sure we're doing this stuff outside, because this smell of the fish. And
Yeah, we can't fuck up the gym.
No.
Where are we going to do it? We got to do it. Let's do it near somebody's car that we don't like. We'll puke in their car.
Or what about a parking lot? The other place's parking lot.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
We can go in the other
That's
places
a,
parking lot.
that's a public place.
It's just got to be on camera, right? We can get this done.
Yeah, we do it anywheres. Like
What's the other place? Is it near a fire department?
it's over by Domino's.
I think it's called shit.
It's near a partner.
Interval something interval training.
Oh, God.
Cloudy Caverns.
Oh, God.
Yep. So definitely tune in next week. And I didn't check the video yet, so who knows? We may have to double it up or something.
I hope this video's played. Please, God. I can't do it anymore. I can't. This is going to be bad.
You know what? We're gonna spell it out, but let's say it.
All right. See you next Tuesday. Super.
Yes. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Awesome.
Oh, my God. The cunt thing is funny. The cunt meter is going to.
I'm gonna figure out how to do that.
That's funny.
It's like ding, ding, ding,
Something that just counts up.
and then have Heidi's email.
Oh, God. No. I have a clicker in my car.
Oh, that commercial.
I have my clicker in my car.
oh,
My bus clicker.
yeah, but I
have
want to have like a running thing, like on the video, like right in the bottom corner.
it. We should.
Or I'll say, how many times Newman fucked his happy household.
Oh my
But-
God.
Well, that commercial
That was
was actually
good.
a lot worse at first. I backed off on a lot of stuff.
Really? It sounded pretty good. Just saying.
On
It's going for porn. All right, everyone, Jay's gonna pick
Dude, I'm in some room in a shirt.